Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Stellaris. In the last episode, we got our new series started with the United Grand Republic of Earth, where we're trying to, reunite and rebuild the galaxy. And so we've gotten through some of our initial exploration and expansion. We're kind of growing pretty nice here. And we've already bumped into a couple of things. We've got some automated drones over there that we're trying to figure out what they are. And we've run into a scavenger bot over here that's been salvaging the remnants of some ancient battleground. With tons and tons of debris from ancient starships and battle stations that it has been salvaging for who knows how many centuries or millennia. That's cool. And it's good that we kind of run into that kind of stuff, with that ancient battlefield and, stuff like this ancient wrecked Titan that's in Earth orbit. That kind of relates back to, the old Republic and its eventual fragmentation and downfall. What we might be able to say is something like that this system here was part of, and I didn't write all of the story, so I'm just trying to recall from what I've read from the other viewers, is the rise of the Romani, I think it is. Who are a faction that came to venerate the ancient Earth Roman Empire and tried to form their own imperium, and this led to civil wars and proxy wars that spanned centuries, ultimately contributing to the destabilization of the Republic, and also leading to the Romans' own fragmentation into a bunch of sub-factions, and through a series of conflicts that I think were called the Wars of Light and Dark. So, possibly that is a remnant of that. But much has been lost to history, so we will have to study it. So, let's get back to it then. Oh yeah, we have an Ascension perk we need to pick. And I don't think I got any suggestions as to what this may be, so I will pick one. And if I am going to pick one, I'm not going Imperial. Clear blocker cost is nice, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Shared Destiny, available envoys. Subjects do not suffer monthly loyalty penalties from you having multiple subjects. This would be very nice to have, but I don't think we need it right away. So Shared Destiny is probably in the idea of things that we can get. I think I need something practical. Security Strike Forces or Technological Ascendancy. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to Technological Ascendancy. We'll deal with various pirates and other, dissonant forces on our own until we can grab this. So, Technological Ascendancy, it is. All right. That'll help us get our tech going faster. Oh, one other thing. In fact, we have a new tradition. And we are just rolling through these. Diplomacy might not be a bad idea. Because they're probably getting pretty close to the point where we're going to start bumping into other civilizations. So what do we get? Unlocks edict diplomatic grants. Diplomatic influence cost reduced by 50%. Adopt diplomacy traditions. Grant the following effects. Diplomatic weight plus 10%. Available envoys plus 1 ascension perks. Yeah. And we get what? Available envoys by 1. Embassies give 3 unity. The amount we contribute towards the Federation naval capacity counts for twice as much. Trust cap, trust growth. Diplomatic acceptance. Envoys and relations have a 1% chance of each month to acquiring a favor. Actually, we might be able to put this off for a little bit. We don't have any subjects. We don't really have a federation or anything like that yet. So, discovery. Let's see. Anomaly research speed. Overall research speed. Survey speed. Research alternatives. Scientist level cap. Research station outputs. Leader experience gain. Leader level cap. Researcher upkeep. I think we're going to go discovery. Yeah, let's adopt discovery because that is an early game tradition that will be good to have and will increase our technological growth. So, we will grab that. Can we... No. Oh. As I was about to say before I was interrupted by having to pick a tradition. We do have a new leader. There were some requests for some leaders, though several of them were captains, which don't really fit. So what I'll do is when we're going to make an admiral, then I'll pick one of those to become an admiral. And we have a general, which I need to make. I have to make. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. General Elizabeth Huseman, if I'm saying that correctly. So, we'll start there. We don't actually have any armies, so I will need to make some. Let's get 5 assault armies going. And, see how that goes. Okay, so
Special project complete.
Just a moment. Starbase. Alright, the archaeological digs on Chicilian 2 have revealed that most of the graves were looted in the millions of years since they were first dug, likely as a result of the Ute custom of burying their dead with jewelry and other extravagant gifts. In a pile of things discarded by the looters, the archaeologists found a large doll resembling an adult Ute. It's speculated it may have served as a good luck charm or a memento of some kind. Interesting find. Oh, that's already been surveyed. So I need you. Alien weapons research. Go ahead and hit that research project. Or are you already hitting that research project? No, you're not. Okay. Construction ship. I'm going to fill those systems in. Especially that system. So it looks like we're only going to be able to expand up to the Tethel system. At least until we have enough archaeological site in our empire has been fully excavated. We've learned much from analyzing the remains of the weapons found on Zanaya 4. The recovered fragments were from a mounted direct energy weapon system that emits a highly focused energy ray that can be used with great results in space warfare. Science Officer Rakesh Naik recommends we use our finds either by developing armor to counter the lasers or by recreating the weapons ourselves. We get light turbo lasers as a research option. Ceramo metal materials. I would like the light turbo lasers. Thank you very much. Alright, so you finished there. We have someone heading here to survey, I think, right? Yeah, you're heading there to survey. So we're going to send someone to that system. And that one is done. So you can head over here to this archaeological site. This is the remnants. Unexpected objects that are seemingly of artificial origin but found in this gas giant's ring. Alright, so we're going to go take a look at those. There's a gas giant, Procyon 4. Has artificial objects in its ring.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Oh, there's another event. Shortly after landing back on the surface of... Oh, yes. The science team set about testing the atmosphere around the glyphs in the hope of revealing some kind of answer when their sensors detected major seismic activity for a brief moment and all of the glyphs stopped glowing at once. Concerned for the well-being of the crew, they quickly boarded the Archimedes and took to orbit. As soon as they left the atmosphere of Takaram 3A, the ship's sensors detected an tremendous increase in tectonic activity. Shortly after, the planet's surface began to burst open, and a giant bolt of orange light emerged from inside. It quickly began to travel away from the planet at a speed far beyond any we have ever been able to achieve. Light soon left visible range, but the crew were able to determine its intended destination due to the calculated trajectory and velocity of the bolt. We should investigate the system it appears to be heading towards. Okay. The Quiet Dark. Oh. A ruined EHOF. We absolutely must. In fact, immediately survey that system. Abort the archaeological investigation. Also, hold up. Research speed, yes. Hold up our construction ships, because we're going to need to claim that system. And that allows us access to the inner rim. So we didn't have a hyperlane there before.
Anomaly found.
Ancient shipyard in the Ophelos system. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage. Entire sections of the facility are missing. Go ahead and take a look. The Ute satellite was placed in orbit around Hadar 1 to commemorate the moment of first contact between their empire and the Jaberdini, a contemporary civilization. This event occurred right here in the Hadar system and had a profound impact on all levels of Ute society. For over a million years, they had thought themselves alone in the galaxy, and the Ute reacted with both awe and horror upon the discovery of sapient life. Galileo has recovered the satellite, which now awaits full analysis. Precursor communication hub.
Situation log updated.
Hadar 1. We do have a scientist in orbit. Go ahead and research it. Plasmoid observation expedition available. I think that's one of the things we're doing.
System survey complete.
Alright, the Hey Aliens. Reports of the deep space drones previously encountered have been investigated closer. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures toward human vessels when approached. They may be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Republic. Understood.
An alien empire has established communications.
Alright, so we'll have to take a look. Alright, we also need a construction ship to get over here. Claim that system as fast as possible.
Research complete.
While conducting their survey of Ophelos 2, the Pythias detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. At least it is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to heavy missile barrage, but one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. Rakesh Naik is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project. Repair automated shipyard.
Updated.
Definitely something we are going to do. Well, assuming, of course, that we claim the system. Okay, we have a research project in the system, which is the Orange Bolt. If located, we believe it could be an ancient subspace gateway near Demon's Maw. It appears to have been part of a galaxy-wide network of similar stations when operational, allowed for near instantaneous travel from one part of the galaxy to another. At some point, its initial construction, after its initial construction, its connection, there we go, to the rest of the network was severed and now offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy that our astronomers have designated the L cluster. Even more intriguing, the gateway was built by entirely microscopic nanites of unknown origin. Although the galaxy emits a faint power signature, has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we find some way of aborting the process, the L cluster remain beyond our reach.
Situation log updated.
Alright. Biological pop. Goodness. The black market droids. Off-world trading company. Yeah, let's get the off-world trading company. Construction ship. I'm gonna wait till this starts. Oh, we don't have our armies, so we can now assign our general to our armies. Are we still training? We are not. Get 5 more armies going. Only 4.
Special project complete.
Analyzing the satellite we recovered above Hadar 1, our archaeologists have found an ingrained, highly stabilized picture of what appears to be a Ute cruiser and a much smaller Jabardini scout in close formation during the first contact event. This has given us some notion of what their starships look like. An interesting find. Demon's Maw, strategic resource discovered. During its survey of Demon's Maw, the explorer discovered a previously unknown strategic resource dubbed dark matter. The exotic substance has many properties that seemingly defy several natural laws and could potentially revolutionize the sciences. Oh, we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource yet. Okay. Let's actually have you, since there isn't much else for you to do at the moment, is to head over here and excavate that site.
System survey complete.
Alright, Demon's Maw has been surveyed. Head to the next system. I could probably actually use another science vessel. So, let's build one.
Special project complete.
Alright, having arrived in the system, what looks to be weeks after the orange bolt did, it's nowhere to be seen. But there's a damaged structure in the system's core. This event horizon offset facility appears to have once been able to manipulate black holes on a vast scale. Data retrieved from inside the structure reveals it to be an ancient wormhole generator and stabilizer. Despite having boarded the somewhat ruined and mostly abandoned structure, the crew set out to find any sign of life or any clue as to what led us here. After months of scanning, testing, and contemplating, it's clear that there's been no real insight into what the glyphs are for, who made them, why they made them, or what the orange bolt was. However, whilst in and around the ruin EHOF, Lambda, we've collected a great deal of advanced technologies, knowledge, and most significantly, an arcane artifact of unknown purpose and origin that was installed at a prominent location inside the facility. Our scientists are certain we should study it further. Absolutely. Study the arcane artifact.
Situation log updated.
Let's see. Study the arcane artifact. Finishes in 2,000 days. Okay. Looks like it doesn't occupy a researcher or a research vessel, so that's good. Alright, Archimedes, you now have some more areas to go explore. And you are building the starbase. Yes, okay, so that means that you can come over here and start building that outpost, and you can... Well, we can't build anything there yet. And here's a new science vessel.
Complete.
Archaeological site discovered. Let's get ourselves a new scientists. Let's see. Survey speed plus 25%. Yes. And I want you to come up here to the Tau Cygni system and begin surveying. You can't do anything yet. You've built that. Start moving to that system.
Anomaly found.
A curious signal. Although Ophelos 4 appears to be totally desolate and devoid of life, our scanners have picked up an encrypted signal emanating from it. Go ahead and take a look. Let's see, Fleet Manager. I was just thinking we should probably reinforce our fleet. Oh yeah, we have that archaeological site discovered. Subterranean hollows, an extensive network of subterranean tunnels of truly astounding proportion, being swirls in the crust of this planet. What could have created them? Where? The Lane 3. planet. Love's labor is lost. Having decrypted the signal, Rakesh Naik was astonished to discover it was broadcasting in an archaic form of one of the main human languages, speaking in these and thous and whenceforths, appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Ahmed al-Dimashqi, renowned human playwright who lived some 600 years ago. It appears that the broadcasting device, a simple satellite dish projected by a small shelter, is the only non-natural structure on the planet. There's no hint as to who left it there or why, but going by the wear and tear on evidence, it must have been there shortly after the play was first written. Well, this actually no longer applies, but sure. 78 recordings, we get a big pile of Unity. Let's find a way to thank our mysterious benefactors. We get some influence. Gift from mysterious benefactor modified for 5 years. Xenophile ethics attraction and citizen pop happiness. I would actually rather have the influence, to be honest.
Anomaly found.
A small rectangular object on the surface of this moon is deflecting all scanning beams like a mirror. Alright, take a look.
System survey complete.
Construction's done. Get those mining stations built. And you head to that system for surveys. While conducting surface scans on bonus 1A, Science Officer Ryuto Ogawa and the crew of the Archimedes discover what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the moon, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have a special project to find out what it is. We will need to have a scientist in orbit, which is fine. We'll get around to that eventually.
Anomaly found.
Alright, we briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. Alright, take a look. A whole bunch of habitable... This is a trinary system.
Research complete.
Tropical world. Ocean world. Alright. Microsingularity. A microsingularity recently intersected bonus 3A, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies the current scientific models. Alright. Hold on. We got lots of stuff going on here. We have an archaeological site. Findings in the Lianyits. While searching through the debris of the former habitats orbiting Procyon 4, one of the station researchers happened upon a depiction of the inhabitants, which are all research officers have taken to dubbing the Lianyits. They have an unusual trinary body structure, standing upright on 3 legs as a tripod. They sprout 2 sets of 3 arms, each arm with 3 fingers, as well as a full 3 heads. Each head has 1 eye, 1 ear, and 2 mouths, presumably one to speak, one to eat. It is unfortunate that we haven't been able to find any organic remains of Lianyits. Their biology must have been a true marvel. Near this depiction, a researcher also found examples of what is believed to be Lianyid script. However, attempts to translate it so far proved futile. Alright. Made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Viriac system. Now we have codenamed them Zeta aliens. Wrecked battleships. A small fleet of destroyed battleships have been found within the Viriac system. This group of ships has most likely been damaged in an ancient conflict and have been floating silently through the void for several thousand years by now. Though they have sustained heavy damage, restoring them would most likely be quite feasible, granted we possess the technology to build our own battleships. Additionally, this would undoubtedly be significantly cheaper than building battleships ourselves. Alternatively, we could scrap the wreck for alloys, but in the meantime, studying it will provide us with engineering research. Alright. We have some wrecked battleships over here. And we have some sort of encounter. Zeta aliens. Let's assign an envoy. And figure out what that's all about. Who they are.
System survey complete.
Beautiful. We've completed our physics research. Ship-sized weapons. Turbolaser research chain. Physics, abstract physics theory. Be nice to have, but let's grab the ship-sized weapons. Because we're gonna need them once we get our destroyers.
System survey complete.
Atmospheric anomaly. Atmospheric readings from lane 8A do not match simulated projections. Alright, investigate. We have a new tradition. Let's get the survey speed. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Alright, go take a look. Immense ragged planes drift across lane 8A's face. They're not cast by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Paul Kruger is yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, that their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Alright. Well, move on to the next system. Keep surveying.
Complete.
The Archimedes has made a remarkable discovery. Sensors are detecting the core of this world is incredibly hot. Scientist Ryuto Ogawa also notes that the surface temperatures are higher than one would expect from such a world as a result of this. Further study would be required to better understand the geological interactions of planetary tectonics within its core. Do a more thorough investigation. And you build me some mining stations. And you... I need some more influence.
Construction complete.
An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Tau Cygni 5. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the Newton managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Flesh in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual of the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Also, impact crater. Take a look. All right. Fossilized remains of microbial life can be found scattered across Viriac
complete.
2A. revealing the planet was once habitable. It appears that the planet collided with a massive planetoid at least 1 billion years ago, striking with such force that Viriac 2A nearly broke in half. The cataclysmic event stripped the planet of its atmosphere and oceans, dooming the microbes to extinction. We might get around to that, but I would think surveying is the more pressing objective here. Let's keep going. Alright. Further Leaid findings. The mystery surrounding the demise of the Leads deepens. Although our team has been unable to find any evidence as to what caused the destruction of their habitats, they've cataloged a large number of items ranging from fragments of small spacecraft to entire buildings to all manner of everyday objects. Unfortunately, it appears that their electronic systems were not of a very sturdy design, so few have survived the past few thousand years. However, what has surprised the researchers is not a single object, however, has been identified as a weapon. This has led our scientists to theorize the Leaids were an entirely pacifistic species, who or what could have wanted their destruction. Curious. Still need to get this outpost built. 5 more influence. It's 2 more months. Ooh, food is looking like it's a bit of an issue. We need to take care of that. Derelict platforms. Several mining platforms are attached to the large asteroid JQQ-1619 in the Tau Cygni system. Held together by chains and hooks, these platforms have several drill arms that can be remotely operated. A small bay has already been carved out of the asteroid, likely to be used as storage area for newly mined minerals until they can be picked up. It looks like whoever started mining this asteroid left in a hurry, leaving the platforms surprisingly intact. Okay, so let's see. We have unemployed workers on this planet. So it might be worth building a farming district here. We have 3 unemployed workers on Earth. What is this? Drone study. Oh, we're already working on that. Get me some farms. Want some farms? Comms array. Planetary Tabana mines. Tabana gas miners turn energy credits into Tabana gas. Probably want to do that. And there's the tea fields. Tea farmers turn food into unity and trade value. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. Because we do not have surpluses of food.
System survey complete.
Dust Bowl. C757 is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. Let's take a look. Ozagamum system. That must be a... there. Right, we might hold off on surveys there. Let's send you up here.
Research complete.
We have the Destroyer is now available. Okay, light turbo lasers. Yes, light turbo lasers. And we're going to wait for that before designing any destroyers. Alien drag racing. The crater on C757 exhibits long, irregular marks imprinted into the relatively soft upper layers of the asteroid. Science officer Wano, what unpronounceable, has recovered some interesting, unexpected wreckage from the edges of the depression. Wheeled vehicles, seemingly personal transports rather than research craft. The crew of the Newton speculated the crater may once have been used for sport, with some alien species pitting their personal locomotion devices against each other in tests of mechanical strength or speed in near zero G. Vroom.
Construction complete.
Yeah, you're on 9. Let's get that 10th army. I would really like to get an outpost over there.
Construction complete.
Vital elements. A strange phenomenon deep inside the core of Solia 1A. It has resulted in a lot of minerals and chemicals fusing and reacting together to form very rare heavy elements. The constant tectonic activity has pushed most of those to the surface. With proper equipment, this could provide a good addition to our mining efforts. Adds +3 alloys. We have a survey vessel from someone over here. All right. I really want to grab the lane system, so I'm going to hold off. We discovered volatile motes. Okay. 27. That's going to be like, what, 7 months we can get over there?
System survey complete.
The thing is, once we make contact, we're probably not going to be able to move through their territory. So, I think we're gonna stop surveying to that point, and instead we're gonna send you down to that system.
System survey complete.
We're gonna hold off till we make contact.
System survey complete.
Let's see, you are heading to that system. That means you can head to this system. Alright, get my outpost built. The Archimedes discovered a previously unknown strategic resource known as Zero, a extremely rare aerosol of exotic particles that appears to have been deposited here through meteor impact. If ingested by psionically gifted individuals, the aerosol can act as a very potent and potentially addictive drug that enhances psi abilities. Well, we don't have psionics yet. That is something that was lost. A marvelous find has been made by an exploration ship currently charting out the galaxy. Okay. The vessel is reporting that the Psi-Dinope system's central star is none other than a gargantuan O-class star. This extremely bright, rare, and bluish-purplish star is of truly gargantuan proportions and has long sterilized its surrounding planetary system. Additionally, due to the star's immense activity, Solar winds are incredibly prominent throughout the entire system, which is proving to be detrimental to all vessels crossing through this area. However, while these kinds of stars are dangerous and short-lived, any megastructures built around them would undoubtedly have potential to be extremely powerful. Even more so than those built around typical B-class stars. We, however, have to be mindful that only a handful of such stars exist in our galaxy, and they are extremely valuable. Marvelous. Like, where is that? Where did someone else find that? We encountered another abandoned gateway in the side Dinope system. Why is it taking me to the center of the galaxy when I try to find out what that is?
Anomaly found.
Oh, there it is. A small and otherwise insignificant moon orbiting this gas giant appears to be a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. Well, collision is probably not the right term. Since the moon would probably break up due to tidal forces long before it ever actually impacted. It would eventually impact over time in multiple collisions. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Star Mag system. For example, they have codenamed them the Sin Aliens. Where is that system? Over here. That is a full-size fleet. $844, that's 20 ships. They're gonna wipe those out. Interesting. Let's go say hi. So I think we want to gather this system. Yeah. One of the many moons circling Elohim 1 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with a gas giant, right?
System survey complete.
It's been a million years in the making, and it is startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur just after a visit by one of our ships. Many of our scientists wish to observe and record the event. We only have a narrow window before it's too late. Observe the impact. Then go ahead and observe the impact. We'll get to the Furcad system eventually.
Complete.
Alright, lane system has been claimed. Beautiful. Build research stations. We have an election. Bunch of our scientists, it looks like.
System survey complete.
Good remnants. A science expedition team from the Newton has found something remarkable. There's still a significant amount of infrastructure left on this world, built by the ancient interstellar Ute Empire. Fascinating. I also would like the Demon's Maw, if at all possible. Ryuto Ogawa has been elected as president of the United Grand Republic of Earth. So the Archimedes needs a new scientist. Let's get someone with good survey speed. Get back on that research project. Continue surveying.
Research complete.
We have our ship-sized weapons. Good. Triple probe search patterns. Vastly increases our ability to scan the surface of worlds. Sure. Off-world trade companies is done. Lump sum immunity, monthly immunity plus 5%, additional edicts. Planetary unification. Food from farmers. We're actually fine. Let's grab that. Planetary unification. Visual sensory systems will take considerable effort, not to mention that we... Oh, what's this? It scrolled me to the bottom. Oh, had to pause there for a second. Our research team has made a potential breakthrough on the Liaids. An intact data core thought to obtain thousands and thousands of items of visual data has been found. However, adapting it to be viewed in a format compatible with human visual sensory systems will take considerable effort. Not to mention that we will have to translate the Liaid language. The research team has set up a project to see what data can be gleaned from the course. Interesting. Keep going. Okay, so we have finished an archaeological site, and we have a project. Supposedly. As a Raptor platform, will bring our monthly food surplus up to at least plus 15 per month. But we're definitely doing that. Alright, there it is. Commence the project. Very good. That means the Galileo is now free to do something else. And I think we're going to go survey the Star Mag system because the drones have been dealt with.
Anomaly found.
Dynope system. Our scanners are taking unusual readings. This world should not be where it is according to our long-range scans and star charts. We should definitely investigate. Leave it be for now. I'm not wasting 1,200 days. Well, not wasting, but I'm not spending 1,200 days doing that project just yet. I would much rather claim the system first. Can you head over to this system, the Candarius system? No, the Canandrius system. That's the right term. Scanner remains of an ancient space station. It can be found in orbit around this world in the Anahita system. There. 250 days? Yeah, go for it. Can we grab the Demon's Maw? Not quite yet. Successful in our attempt to record the collision between Iolum 1 and its moon. The event was captured from several different angles and transmitted live throughout our space. Most importantly, our scientists under the leadership of Eleanor Barks was able to record a large amount of valuable physics data that will surely benefit our research. Marvelous. Alright, then head over there and survey that system. We made our first contact with aliens in the StarMag system. For now, we're codenamed them the Sigma aliens. Another alien species. And that'll occupy our third envoy.
System survey complete. Get over there and start surveying. Special project complete.
We have the Zeta aliens incoming. We are already trying to contact them. The truth of the Leoids' demise. Our scientists have managed to decipher a key entry in the data cores. In it, the Leoid habitats are still whole. Hundreds of them of various sizes can be seen orbiting the gas giant, which does not have a ring in the pictures. The Leoids in the pictures appear to be attending a public ceremony. A large crowd of them in a public arena, staring at a screen from which two Leoids are talking. Although it is difficult for us to read Leoid emotions, they appear to be calm, even upbeat. This is it. One of them is saying, "We have discovered what we came for. We have found out the meaning of life and death itself. We know now who we are, where we come from, and where we are going." The other lead spreads its arms. "We may depart now in peace," it says. "The beyond has no hold over us anymore." The leads in the arena cheer and appear to be celebrating as the habitat suddenly detonates. No sign of panic can be seen before the recording cuts off. Rather, the leads show a strange mixture of serenity and ecstasy. We only assume that the leads believed, rightly or wrongly, that they had uncovered the secrets of their life and afterlife that sufficiently shook the foundation of their society. They came to the collective decision that there was no further point to them living, and they should expedite the conclusion of their life cycle. The cores contain much further data, and many remnants in the debris field have not yet been cataloged, meaning that this site will provide us with further insights into Leon's curious civilization and its achievements for years to come. So we get some society research, and we have the orbital habitats option.
Project complete.
Arcane Rift Manipulator. A long-lasting study of the arcane artifact has been quite a success. The artifact displays some very bizarre properties. Besides being composed of an unknown and so far unexaminable material, the construct's size and mass shifts over time in an oscillating manner. The size varies between 150 meters and 7,800 meters, and its mass varies from 7,000 tons up to 16 million tons. However, these properties don't shift proportionally. It seems to possess a peculiar main shape, but shifts out of it from time to time just to return back to the initial shape. Even more astonishingly, it appears to be phasing throughout reality itself, as some parts of it change their physical properties and turn into either translucent, transparent, or invisible, and can even turn intangible and give off strange and differing energy readings depending on their state. Less or more intense outbursts of radiation can even matter can occur at various locations of the artifact, also being chaotic and unpredictable. Okay, from the data we've been able to gather, we were able to determine at least one of the device's functions. It is capable of stabilizing and manipulating wormholes. However, this statement is a big understatement of the device's capabilities. I would probably have revised the sentence to be, however, this is a big understatement of the device's capabilities. This is a redundant word. It possesses the potential to stabilize and manipulate any type of wormhole in the universe, even the extremely tiny and short-lived virtual micro-wormhole created by quantum fluctuations of space-time itself. Something which should theoretically be impossible to do. It was probably utilized in the Event Horizon offset facility as the main component of the wormhole manipulation process. The construct might possess other functions, but due to its instability, unpredictability, and enigmatic nature, it is going to be hard to determine. Our researchers aren't even sure if it is supposed to behave this way or if it is damaged somehow. Regardless of that, our scientists found a way to utilize the wormhole manipulation ability to a limited extent. They believe that it should be possible to utilize the device for micro-wormhole stabilization, manipulation, and ultimately wormhole travel. Destroyed Event Horizon offset facility could potentially be restored and re-established for that purpose. Research option gained wormhole stabilization. I want that system, and I want that system. Bare minimum.
Research complete.
Light turbo laser. Ruined orbital ecosystem. A ruined orbital artificial ecosystem has been spotted orbiting a gas giant in the Rim system. It appears to have sustained large amounts of damage, yet the outer frame is still somewhat intact. Our scientists believe it might be feasible to repair it if we possess proper technologies. Alright then. Terraforming obelisk. Rare crystal mining. Unlocks rare crystals. Options to clear tile blockers. Army damage. Minerals from jobs. Let's grab that first. Pacifist, activist, influential, and serious prime. A fledgling colony is always an opportunity for advancement, especially for those who would not be able to reach prominence on worlds where the state of authorities are more established. A retired diplomat named Anastasia Kolosova has recently begun a media campaign in the new colony warning against the dangers of conflict. This has quickly galvanized a small group of supporters who now refer to themselves as Gandhis. Gandhis? This new movement appears to be popular with the local populace, and many local leaders have come out against war and violence as a whole. The populace has moved to recognize Anastasia Kolosova as their colonial leader to ensure the empire at large hears their position on foreign policy. Yeah, we'll tolerate. You know. We're not an authoritarian civilization. Research alternatives increased by 1. Scientist level cap. Research station output. Research from star-based constructions increased. Leader experience gain. Researcher upkeep. Let's grab the databank uplinks first. Then we'll go down to the other line. All right, well, I think we're right about the end of the episode, but there is something that I want to do first. Just a moment. All right. I wanted to go ahead and add in one of the characters here, Zosha Goitenberg. I think we're going to make an admiral. And we are going to get that last Corvette in there, and I need to design a destroyer. Gunship bow. Artillery bow, picket ship stern. Gunship stern. Actually, we're gonna want 2 destroyers. Let's see. What color of turbo lasers do we want to go with? What color of turbo lasers are we using on the... Yeah, we're not using that design. Those are just blasters. Okay, so we need actual turbo lasers here. Let's go with blue ones. No point defense, but we'll be relying on the corvettes for point defense right now. We don't have a... We do. We have a reactor booster? Do we need a reactor booster? We do not need a reactor booster, so we'll throw an afterburner on there. In fact, let's also throw an afterburner on the corvettes. Oh, I can't because the version's already being built. Well, we'll get to there. Oh, and I moved away from it before I actually saved it. No big deal. All right. Class name. Let's call it the Luna class. We'll get rid of the auto-generated version. We'll create a new destroyer. This was the one that's going to have the artillery bow on it. And... the gunship stern. Again, same thing. Auto-complete the rest of the ship. Yeah, that's fine. We will call this the Phobos class. Oh, we need to also take a look at this. Do we need any changes there? No. All right. And let's go to Fleet Manager. Let's add ship designs to the fleet. A Luna class and a Phobos class destroyer. And let's get them built. All right, this is where I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode. And for next time, we will hopefully get our first contacts with these other alien races, or these other civilizations. Continuing our exploring. We got a bunch of archaeological sites we need to take a look at, so maybe we'll be dedicating one of our science vessels to that. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.